4 people unalived, 14 injured, and the artist at the center of it all still alive. This ain't just a tragedy, man. This feel like a ritual. And this time, it was Mello Buckzz' release party that turned into a bloodbath. But what if I told you this wasn't just street violence? What if I told you this was an industry ritual hidden in plain sight? So, on July 2nd in Chicago, a drive-by shooter opened fire outside RT's restaurant and lounge, where Mello Buckzz had just had her album release party. 4 people were unalived, including her boyfriend, Devontae Williamson, and a close friend. 14 others were wounded. The police said she was likely the target. She was likely the target, but she had already left. You feel me? It's crazy, right? Very interesting. This wasn't random. This was symbolic. But before we go deeper, man, make sure you like this video and follow for more breakdowns like this, you know what I mean? And share it with somebody who need to hear the truth. They don't want this info out. But, shit, we do. So, oh well. Now let's talk patterns. In the music industry, especially the rap game, tragedy often follows breakthrough. Who we got? XXXTentacion, Pop Smoke, King Von, Mo 3. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, because we can go on and on with the names in the hip-hop, man. All hit just before being silenced. That's not coincidence, man. That's energetic payment. The album release party is a spiritual birth. In spiritual systems, birth requires sacrifice. Blood spilled during the birth of an era infuses it with power. But that power has a cost. This happened on July 2nd, a Wednesday. Let's run that Gematria on that. So I did the homework. I ain't doing this in my head. I already did the homework. Mello Buckzz equals 1, 3, 7. 1 plus 3. 3 plus 7 equals 11. 11 is a master number. You know what I mean? Tied to spiritual gateways and illumination. Sacrifice equals 73. 7 plus 3 equals 10. 10 symbolizes completion or the end of a cycle. You know how this shit go. Now, July 2nd, 2025. So you got 7 plus 2 plus 2 plus, you don't add the zeros, you know what I'm saying? Plus 2 plus 5 equals 18, if you did the math right. And 18 breaks down to 666. You think them numbers ain't orchestrated? See, this is precision evil masked as chaos. Boy, they be cold with it. You got to do your homework on the gematria. I'll be trying to tell y'all. Now, let's go deeper. Devontae Williamson, the boyfriend. He represents the love anchor. Removing him isolates her. You know what I mean? A close friend of hers was also killed. That removes loyalty. 4 dead, 14 injured. What did that number was again? 18. 666. Come on now. The frequency is ritualistic. Now let's talk about motive. Why her? Why now? Because Mello was starting a trend, you know what I'm saying? She was building her name for herself without cosigns, you know what I'm saying? Without label, without major label coverage. You know how that shit go, or I should say without major label backage. You know what I'm saying? She was moving on divine timing, not industry timing. And you know they don't like that shit. You know they don't like that shit. This is spiritual warfare disguised as inner city violence. They use the hood as a stage for their rituals because nobody would question it. Whole time, ain't nobody question it. because it gets filed under gang activity or random shootings. But plot twist, did you know that a lot of these random shootings are... I wonder if they're going to try to hate on me with saying this shit. Hey, this is for entertainment purposes only. All right. But you know, some of these I want to say mass shooters, you know what I'm saying? All these gang activities, they'd be like police officers, Navy SEALs, retired military, dressed up. Black folks that went to the military too. So they dressed up for that money as a regular dude and came back blamming with precision. Come on now. Now you think that's too far-fetched? And you in the wrong section. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep going. This was a hit, a ritual, and a warning. Think about it. She survives, but loses everything grounding her. Now she's vulnerable. Now she's moldable. Now they're going to come with contracts, offers, opportunities, wrapped in comfort, but laced with control. Why? Because they took away her motherfucking, her boyfriend, which was probably her anchor, or her friend, whichever one. You know what I'm saying? They took that away from her. So, and you know how we get about our queens, you know what I'm saying? We standing on business. We looking over all the contracts. Hold on. You ain't finna do nothing to mine. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? They probably got him out the way for that. And her friend probably was backing her too. Double whammy. Let's go. All right. So, the industry is real quiet. Why are they so silent? They call it a tragedy and then move on. But she was already buzzing. This was her gateway. You know what gateways? If you know about gateways, this was hers. All right. Now, this ain't just about Mello Buckzz. This is how the industry keeps its grip. You rise too fast, and they want their payment. And if you don't give it to them, they're gonna get it in blood. Fame comes with contracts. You don't sign with a pen. You sign that shit with pain. You sign that shit basically with blood, for real. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Watch the symbols in her next release. Check the visuals. Check the color palettes. You know what I'm saying? The hand signs. The checkerboard floors. Pay attention to who she signs with. See if the energy shifts. Because if she drops something powerful, raw, and independent, we know she resisting. But if she drops something scripted and polished with elite features, then we all know that the ritual worked. And she sold out. You know what I'm saying? So far, it ain't happened. But the story ain't over. It's just the beginning. And just so we clear, man, this video is for entertainment purposes only, man. Calm yourself down. All right? It was just a tragic accident, man. Prayers out to Mello Buckzz and her family and the ones that lost their lives. Man, prayers out to them, man. I send them my condolences. And shit, we got to keep carrying the torch for everybody that falls. So we carrying the torch still, all right? Now, shit, that's all I got for y'all right now. I'm finna go ahead and bust a move. But on that note, I'm out.